Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. Cronham, the one and only legendary that we can actually hunt for. Try and get it using referrals. If you guys have never made a referral before, it's a long process. It's a long process to get your accounts to level 50. I do it through BlueStacks. Link down below in the description. It's an affiliate. It helps me out if you want to. If not, do it. Find a different way and you can do it, guys. Pretty easy to do it with that. It takes 6 referral accounts to get Cronham. I did manage to get him quite a while ago, actually, like I believe 2 weeks ago, but I was doing other stuff, so I didn't have time to make a video showcase of this guy. And I had a goal to get Cronham for so long because I have 4 Altans. I have 4 Altans, and why am I mentioning Altan in this situation? Guys, you can empower Cronham with Altans, copies of Altan, and make him so much stronger. And that's what I want to do today for the video. We'll compare the two versions of the Cronham and how much more of a benefit he's gonna have. There we go. 4 Altans needed to make a +4. So what do you get out of a +4 empowerment? Well, you get 55 extra resistance, 55 extra accuracy, 40% more defense, which is huge. It's like 2 extra ascended items now with the bonuses. 40% extra HP and 15 extra speed, some crit rate, some crit damage, although I don't really count those because Cronham, unfortunately, is not even like Ninja. He is a little bit less than Ninja. Ninja has a way to boost up his own damage. He boosts up his own attack and I believe crit damage as well. But Cronham himself does not have that. He has a very strong ability which does an HP burn activation 3 times at random on single target. Very similar to what Ninja does. So if you don't have Ninja, you will never be able to get Ninja. So Cronham is the next best alternative in that situation, but still not the same. Still not the same in terms of damage output, but still can be used for some soloing scenarios. So that's what I'll be trying today. I'll show him before the empowerment and then after the empowerment and see how much more power he's gonna get. I'm running 95,000 power at the moment. Initially, the power was way lower, but I was trying out builds for Ice Golem. And Ice Golem with Cronham can be done. It's just very, very stat heavy. 60,000 health now, 2.8 thousand defense. I know these are not high, but I had to get my resistance up and my accuracy up for this to work. And you can, of course, go way higher speed. I would try, if I can, I'll try to get his speed way higher than this. But it's the other stats that I needed, especially resistance. It's very crucial for Ice Golem. And it's a very similar build to what you do with Artag. And Artag, it's so much easier because he also applies a decreased attack on the boss, okay, which helps him survive. And he also has a 5-star blessing. Most of us have a 5-star blessing on Artag because of a, I think it was a Titan event. No, it wasn't a Titan event. It was some sort of event where you had to farm for it. And we did. And it's well worth it. Well worth it because Artag is just amazing. So very similar stats as you can see, but the speeds I have on Artag are much higher and his health is much higher being an HP based champion. So with that in mind, I didn't also want to remove the gear here. And I'm running also an immortal region on Cronham for this showcase. So let's go and have a look at him. Can he actually solo something? For Ice Golem 10, it's very difficult, especially without the blessings. Blessings reduce the damage that you take. So we're gonna run stage 6. This is a very similar combo to what you would run with Artag. Exactly the same kind of team, but here we're using Jermasa. So Jermasa helps Cronham be a revive him. Well, to be able to revive himself because of this one. If Jermasa is on the same team, revives his champion with 50% HP and 50% turn meter when killed, 4 turn cooldown. That's where high speed, a high speed build comes into play, where you will be able to rotate that revival again and be basically unkillable. There's a version for this that runs Sand Devil, and it's actually pretty cool with Cronham running Sand Devil, but it does utilize God Security. So God Security builds are extremely difficult to build. Some of them I believe require blessings, which I do not have. So we'll just see him in action in Ice Golem, which I still think I'll be able to fit him through on Ice Golem 10 team that I have. And once of course I get him to the +4. So look at this, big damage through to us because of his skill. And now he should, I think I need 2 more turns for him to actually prove his worth now. So now I should have the revival again. So in case I die, I should come up, as you saw it earlier. And also I need those 2 things on the sides to die. So we're running a 1 minute Ice Golem 6. Some people, this is good. For some people, this is slow and not worth it. They want to run Ice Golem 10. I get it, but you guys can see on how much useful he's here. Look at this. Beautiful. The HP burns can also be extended with his A1. A 1 minute 20 safe team, I would love to have. Obviously, Seer, Ghostborn, Yumiko help you to push through and reach the boss much quicker. But but if you don't have Yumiko, you would use Renegade. Okay, if you don't have Ghostborn, you would use your Lydia. Defense down, weaken, helps actually Seer not require crazy stats. It's an obvious thing. Jermasa and Cronham, they go together because of the referrals and how you get them. It does take a long while though. It takes basically 3 to 4 months if you start now. 3 to 4 months. The first month and a half would be for the first 3 referrals, and then the next month and a half will be, well, it's less than a month and a half. It's gonna be a month to get Cronham, and then a little bit extra if you want to get these sacreds, which I'm trying, and I'll get them eventually. But very strong champion. Highly recommend you go for it if you have the time. If not, there's many other different teams that can beat the Ice Golem. So time to feed some Altans. Okay, I have, how many Altans do I have on the account? I have 5 or 6. I think I had 6 and I fed the extra. So 1 2 3 4 5. I could do a +4 Altan. No, it's not the same as a +4 Cronham. Not the same. Cronham is a limited 1 time only kind of copy for a champion. What's the chance I get another 4 copies of Altan? Basically 0, right? So I think this is the worth empowerment. So I'm currently at 95,000 power, and the reason for this is because of all the resistance that I've added last minute. I think with all these extra stats, we're gonna run 130k power for sure. So let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Goodbye, Altans. You're 6-star, by the way, because I used you during the Archer tournament. We're gonna get 40% extra health, 40% extra attack, 40% extra defense, 15 speed, 55 resistance, 55 accuracy, some crit rate, some crit damage, although I don't care for those. And of course, the +4 next to his name. Click. Let's go. Just like that. No big lows. No. Yeah, exactly as I thought. 121,000 power. And now I have way more resistance than I need for the dungeon. So I'll do a little bit of housekeeping and move things around with my gear so that I can see how we can change this to make him a little bit better, and then maybe try Ice Golem 10 with this, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do 10, so I didn't show you guys, but I showed you 6. But I'll try 10 now with the improved stats that I have, and we'll see how that looks. So be right back, guys. All right, we're back a little bit later with this time around just the region set instead of immortal plus region. Dropped a little bit on our power. We're 440, and the resistance I still feel is a little bit high, especially with the resistance lead, but better safe than sorry, especially for Ice Golem 10. So I don't think it's gonna work. The boss hits quite hard, and I feel like the boss has a higher crit rate than he's supposed to, although all the info is data mined, so it's 15%, I believe, but it feels like he's critting every time. Actually, now that I've said it, I might actually check it again. Let's see. While we're beating wave 2, let's see. I'm checking it on Hell Hades side, and check on Ice Golem hard 10. What's the crit rate? 15% on the boss. We'll see. That was a crit. That was a crit on us. So we'll see on how easy we survive. My speed boosted up, by the way, now with this different build. I'm at 250 speed, so it should be better. We'll see. The goal here is to be able to farm this comfortably and not be so stressed whether we'll be able to survive. That if that was a crit, that would have been a 90k crit. My god. How am I still alive? Okay, we're dead now. Although the boss will have his big attack soon enough. There it is. There's the crits in a row. Like, what is that? Is it a passive that I missed on these bosses? So, do they have a passive to crit with a higher percent chance? No, it doesn't say anything, but it feels like they're critting more than 15%. It feels like that. So it should have been almost 1 in every 10 attacks. I got hit 10 times. It was way quick, way more often. So let's try this again. I think blessings would have helped my survivability there way more than what we've seen. So here we get hit, crit, 56k there. That was a solid crit. Solid crit. See, okay, my team starts to die now. Jermasa will revive, but it doesn't matter. Resisted, that's what I want to see. I wonder if I had more speed. So another crit there, okay. Non-crit, so 2 crits, 1 non-crit. Two non-crits, 2 crits, 3 non-crits, okay. I think I need more speed. 4 non-crits, okay. It was just unlucky, I guess. There's the revive, 1 turn. Big damage there from the boss. You know, I need to kill the ads way quicker. So if that was a crit, I would have died. So I think that's how many teams are failing on this because of yeah, the boss does his big skill there, and that's what kills me. So difficult. It's difficult to make him do the Ice Golem 10. I think maybe more speed. Maybe if I had, I think the blessings would have helped so much. The 5-star would have been insane. 5-star would have given me, how much is it? It's 40%. 40% less damage. No, it's 40% more damage that I would have done, but the damage taken would have stacked up to 25% if I had the 6-star. So I guess 20% less damage from the boss. So instead of 50k crits, I would have received 40k crits. That's a little bit better. I wonder if I drop his resistance a little bit, if we can do this. Okay, guys, I reviewed his gear again. 250 speed, 75k health, 3.4 defense, 430 resistance, 350 accuracy. So I dropped the stats a little bit, and then with the live arena bonuses, we jump up to 450, 368, 258, and then a little bit of extra from everything. My masteries, by the way, I'm running this one, Oppressor, just to help with the Terminator fill. Obviously, if I wanted more stats, I could have gone with either Unshakable or Eagle Eye for more accuracy or more resistance, depending on how you do your builds. But let's try and see if we can make it work. I think if I had Jermasa in maybe like a bolster set, it would have at least mitigated a little bit of that first big hit. So maybe moving Jermasa to that kind of build is better if I wanted to do the solo one. So yeah, she did have a bolster. I guess I was using her in Centranos. She did have a bolster, but I guess moving things around when trying to beat Citranos, it's things get interesting. So there we go. Bolster will give me like a small shield at the start. Oh yeah, it's gonna affect Seer, doesn't it? She won't be able to remove the shield if I do bolster. Yeah, I'll be in trouble. Oh, she still cleared it, so okay. Not that big of a problem, I guess. see, buffs. There we go. And we reach the important part, the boss. All right, big shields protect me a little bit from some damage. That's what I want to see. 32 seconds. Big hit. I like that Jermasa is healing him always. So if I can manage to kill the 2 side adds, that is what you want, because that eliminates his damage potential, because the side adds make him do insane damage, right? He ignores defense. It's the same as on normal, right? There's the revive. Okay, good. Oof, big damage. So that is where, if that was a crit from 28k, would have been double. So I would have been completely screwed there. Completely screwed. It's like, if a crit happens, good night. If a crit happens, good night. And you cannot have unlimited health. So a minute 22, pretty solid. We jumped up from Ice Golem 6 to Ice Golem 10 in the +4. I'm happy with that. Although I still think Artec will be way more consistent. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I can do, instead of Jermasa, I'll have Artec and the 2 together, right? So my Cronham will not be able to survive, okay? I know that. But the 2 together, maybe they make for an insanely fast Ice Golem team. Like, let's double down. Super 8 activated, 40 energy. Is my bet gonna pay off? Because Jermasa helped him survive, right? Because of the revive every 4 turns. Without her, he's gonna die when it happens. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, that was the easy part. 20 seconds in. Do I have unlimited frames on? Feels like I don't. There's the HP burns going on. I need the A2 from my boy Artag. Feels like he hasn't done it yet. There it is. Decrease attack. There's the HP burn. Both of them getting the resist there. Okay. Now it's going to be the quick part on killing the side adds to help me push through. The decrease attack helping me survive though there. Oh. And the cool thing about Cronham is that he has a way that he activates instantly his A2 when you use skills in a battle. And when Jermasa is in your team, he does it in every 5 skills used. And when he's alone, it's every 10 skills. So about the same kind of clear. A minute 15. My fastest is 53 seconds with Artag. But it's probably like a lucky run. But I guess I can use them both. But the point here wasn't to show Artag together with this guy. It was to show that Cronham is available. Players out there might not even have Artag from the free stuff, but they might be able to summon him in the future. So it is an alternative. I think Artag is strong, but he needs the blessing for sure. Cronham is a solid alternative. The +4 is totally unrealistic though. So Ice Golem 6 is more realistic, which I showed at the start of the video. Guys, this was it. This was Cronham. Finally did the +4. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'll definitely be using him in some, at least one rotation of Cintranos. You can use Cronham in there and make it easier on the boss, especially if you got a blessing. And that's why I've added him in my wish list of blessings for the future. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.